play it by ear tonight and just see what we come up with. Because I just love to have everybody out there. And wait a minute. I do see who I see. Absolutely. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting revved up, and I know it's going to be an awesome night tonight. Getting my chat window open here. Yeah, I see Florida, Australia. I see Florida. I see, where else? I see Maryland, Virginia, Missouri, Virginia Beach, Macon, Georgia, Maryland, California. I love California. Wow. I'm going to have to come out there and take a look at the ocean again. Jackson, Mississippi. Wow. Everybody all over this planet is joining in tonight. And I'm just so excited that you're tuned in. But you know what? I'm going to get out the way. I'm looking for somebody else. Let me see if I could see somebody else out there. Yeah, okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get out the way, and I'm going to call my man, Dave Struckman, in. Dave, what's going on, man?
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. You're coming in loud and clear, sir.
Hey, how are you, Roger?
I am excellent, man. You're looking great, my brother.
Okay, and we're looking for Nadine. She should be coming in. She said she was on. You might.
Oh, okay. Nadine, go ahead and raise your hand because I'm looking through the list. I don't see you yet.
Okay, and then there's a Kem Lutz, K-E-M, Kem Lutz, and if you see her, we want to pull her out. She might be on audio only.
Ah.
She was having trouble getting in on the webinar. There's Nadine.
Gosh, okay. I don't see Kim, and the way that this webinar is set up, if she dialed in, we're not going to be able to pull her in. But Kim, if you are connected through your smart device, just raise your hand, and I'll be able to identify you.
Okay, I think she's raising her hand right now.
Yeah, because I don't see any hands raised at the moment.
Okay.
While we're waiting on Kim,
she says she can't get in. Yeah, she's trying to get in.
Okay, got it. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, Saturday night's edition of 90 Days to Freedom, and as you see, we've got Dave and Nadine, all the way from wherever they are right now. You know, you never know with these two people, because I mean, they're saving a lot of gold. They're turning a lot of people. People are acquiring gold like by the tons with these two folks. And let me tell you, they are just making it happen. So Dave, Nadine, to you. Let's see if we can find Kim out here, though.
Okay, and Nadine, you hit your mic, Nadine, so we can hear you. How are you?
Good. You know me in technology. Hi, Dave. Long time no see. I only talk to you 100 times a day. Hi, Roger. How are you today? And I got your name straight finally. But listen, I'm happy to be here, and I'm going to play Vanna White tonight. I'm just going to sit here and look pretty, and I'm really excited about Kem. But I wanted to say to everybody, Happy Mother's Day to each and every one of you all over the globe. So obviously, Dave, do not call me tomorrow. I will be off. It's Mother's Day. So most of us will be enjoying Mother's Day tomorrow with our mothers, if your mothers are still here, or if you are a mother or a parent. Congratulations. So that's all I have to say is Happy Mother's Day. I'm excited to be here. It's Saturday night. I'm excited to see this woman. She's really crushing it. And her name, by the way, is Kem, K-E-M. I used to call her Kim too, but it's Kem, K-E-M. So as soon as we see her.
As soon as we see her, I think that's her right there. Is that? Well, it's K-E-M. But anyway, I want to see if we can get Kem out there. If we can't, I'm going to go ahead and wing it with you like we always do on Wake Up and Smell the Coffee call. I just want to say that we're winding down with only 3 days left for the once-a-month payout on the Unilevel. And I've done a few trainings lately on how to get the contracts, how to get your contracts up, the importance of getting to directorship. Like you want to get to bronze director right out of the gate. And I'm going to point this out. If you make bronze director, you never have to worry about gold manager again. That locks in the first 6 levels. What that means to you is 3.5% override on all the points down to the next person below you on the differential. So if I've got, if I'm gold director elite and I have a gold director below me, I get a 0.5%. It's a differential on that. So we want to raise up, gold directors. And first off, the fact that you're going to make the Wall of Fame. Now, you know, it happened, was brought up in Los Angeles, and it's a big deal to be one of the first 1,000 gold directors to make the Wall of Fame and to have your name in the spotlight, so to speak. And Nadine, maybe you can share what happens to those people that make that.
Yeah, I mean, it's only for 1,000 people, and it's only going to happen once. So I think it's pretty important. And I don't really, hey, I'm not doing it for the recognition. I mean, you ride me like a horse to make sure I'm gold director each and every month. But the point is, you get your picture on a gram of gold. So not only do you get a 1 gram card with your picture on it, I mean, that's pretty cool, everybody. I mean, that's only going to happen one time. So of course I want to carry that in my wallet. I mean, my picture, which no big deal, but your picture on a gram of gold. And then there'll be 1,000 people that will also have their picture on the gram of gold in Germany. And I guess they're going to take all that gold and donate it to some great charity. It is a big deal because it's only going to happen once. It's kind of a unique thing. And then you'll be invited out to Stuttgart, Germany to, I don't know, hang with the big dogs. And they want to see the face, you know, that's on the gold card. But gold director is a big deal. So there's only 1,000 spots, and I believe it's definitely reaching the halfway mark, you know, at least. So 1,000 people. I'm excited to be there. I'm excited Dave is there. Matter of fact, I think Kem is there right now as of today. But I'm pretty excited about it. It's not just for recognition. I mean, it's a one-time thing, and it's for charity.
Well, it's more than that, because basically it's what I call the residual paycheck. You get paid every Friday, 4 times a month, and it's the 5th time that you get paid. So on the 11th of every month, it goes right on your MasterCard. You can look at your rank. It's going to be fresh. It starts over every month as far as the points. And it's simply €2 equal 1 point, and then you have to have contracts with it. And it's 50 contracts for a bronze director, 100 for silver, and 200 for gold. And we're not going to talk about the gold director elites. That just happens. Once you're up to gold director, you simply work with bringing a gold director up in your group, and then you're going to hit gold director elite. There is 100 more contracts to get. I've got some training calls I've done on this, and a lot of people hit the volume. You got to hit the volume. It's all based on points. €2 equal 1 point. If you want to see where you're at tonight, go to team statistics, click on personals, and you'll see the volume. If you got somebody over 9,000 points, that's your biggest line you got to have. The second line, and I'm talking gold director, your second line is 4,000, and the third line is 3,000, but you can be a combination. Like if you made 3 VIP sales, you've got it. If you've got the volume, then you got to add up the contracts, okay? So the contracts is the key. If you're trying to get gold director and you have 199 contracts, you're 1 contract short. And a contract can be any invoice on anything. In other words, a gram of gold, whether it's 1 gram or $100,000 worth of gold, that's still just 1 contract. So you guys can read between the lines. We get a few people that are pushing contracts, like ordering a gram of gold every 5 minutes towards the last couple of days, and that's why. Okay,
I have a little secret, and actually, Dave, you kind of taught me that there are some people in the business that we know really well, that you really, you have kind of a bond with them as time goes on. And I have a woman who actually orders 5 grams every week. So it happened once a few months ago where I called her on the phone and I said, well, you order 5 gram cards every week, but can I ask you for a favor? And we're pretty close. And she said, yeah. I said, can you order 1 gram every 15 minutes instead of ordering the 5 gram card? In exchange, you know, I did a little something for her. You can give her an extra gram of gold. There's lots of things you can do. And that was nothing for her. She goes, absolutely. I should probably do that periodically. So you have to understand, people ask me, Dave, which makes sense. Well, you have to have 200 contracts, but I don't have 200 people. Well, you don't need 200 people for 200 contracts. Is that correct? That's correct. So just get a little creative. People are really nice about it. You know, the gold director does make a difference of a comma, not comma, comma, all right? Comma. It does make a difference with the comma in the check. And actually, Unilevel, I love it, Dave, when you get paid on a Friday, and we've never missed a payday at all. I mean, we haven't even been here as long as the other people. Get paid every Friday, and then the Unilevel comes Monday. That was just like, even better. I like that when that happens.
Well, they can't do, like, if it falls on a Friday the first, like it did, last month. You wait till Monday for the Unilevel. But it's all, I'm telling you what, that is the residual. You want everybody stepping up, and why wouldn't they trade their currency for gold, buy a gram of gold a week? I also want to talk about one thing. I was going to interview Kem. Kem Lutz is, you may not know her, and she doesn't want me to say it, but she'll have gold director down. She'll be a gold director this month. And she's had some large gold purchases in her group, and she was going to share some of the ins and outs of that, how that works. But I want to say this. 2 months ago, she does her own team training call. They came up with an idea. Now, the idea was simple, that to have a master list, three-way list, because how do we do it? Every group that's formed as a big team is three different steps, 3 steps to get somebody in. You got the invitation, you got the presentation, then you got the three-way. Now here lies the problem. A lot of people maybe, gosh, my upline, I can't get a hold of that person, they're gone, or I can never get a hold of them. Who else can I call? And you got everyone trying to call and getting held up, and all of a sudden their prospect says, okay, forget about it, okay? So Kim came up with an idea that, and I said, this sounds great, and this is a master three-way list. To get the list, you got to be on the list. And anyone that comes into Carrot Bars, you have a why. Yeah, I don't care if you've ever brought one person in. It's not about marketing, and it's not about income. It's about your why, about you saving gold. And so you can give a 2 or 3 minute testimony. There's now 75 people on this list. There's 11 that have a little gold highlight. There's people that are listening to me that have 30, 40,000 people in their group that are on this list to help everybody else. All the teams are now one big team on this list. It's awesome. So if you're not on that list, and I got to recognize, and I will recognize Kem Lutz. It was her brainchild that started this. She came up with a protocol for it, and we send it out once a week with 10, 15 more people a week on it. I'm sending it out tomorrow night. There's probably 80 people on it by tomorrow night. If you're not on it, you don't get it if you're not on it. And we just need a paragraph of your professional background, cell phone, name, email address, and figure out how to track me down. Everybody else does. So.
And it's mainly a testimony line too. A lot of people say, well, I can't be on that list because I don't know how to close. I go, you don't have to. You just have to give your testimony. It's so the prospect can hear other people live right away that have their experience of why they're in Carrot Bars. And of course, everybody in Carrot Bars loves it. So it's not necessarily for the close. Sometimes you can three-way to 3 testimonies. I mean, Dave and I are hammerheads, 1 to 10, give me a number where you're at, and we talk about the package. So I know a lot of people aren't particularly like that, but you don't need to be, because even after 3 testimonies, sometimes the prospect says, oh yeah, okay, I'm ready to go. So thank you, Kem, for that, and thank you, Katrina. Katrina is, I don't know whose group, we're all in the same group, it doesn't matter. She's in the chat, and she has been putting together the list and doing the grunt work, because, we don't know how to do that as well as she does. So thank you, Katrina, for that as well.
Yeah, Katrina, she knows I'm a dinosaur on the computer, and she's constantly going, okay, let's just do a screen share. And I still get lost, but she's got it. She adds people to the list, and no matter what, I always go to her, and she always takes care of it. So no matter what, thank you, Katrina, for what you do and what you bring to the table. That 3-way list, you really can't afford to be without it. If you're in marketing, and you believe that you're, number one, above helping other people, you're not going to be on the list. You're not going to get the list. That's number one. Number two, if you're not on the list, and first off, how do you practice your testimony? How do you get your mindset for talking about the reason that you're in Carrot Bars if you can't say it? And repetition creates belief. It's only going to help everybody. So I really wanted to focus in on that tonight, on tonight's call. And I want to pull Roger back, since we can't find Kem, and get his take on this, because Roger's always got great input. So Roger Williams, we got Nadine's got your last name right.
Yes.
Got it right.
Well, I've been called many things, but you know, it really matters not what you call me, because either way, I'm going to show up. And you know, Dave and Nadine, you're right on target. You know, being able to follow the 3 steps. I mean, invitation, presentation, 3-way conversation. I mean, it's so important to go through those steps, because the person that you get on the line with your 3-way conversation is gonna be the one that is gonna bring validation to everything that you've told your prospect. And even those things that you may not have told your prospect, they're gonna really validate everything, because they're gonna go down the steps. Hey, how you doing, Bob? Yeah, Bob, great. I'm doing great. You saw the video? Yeah, I saw the video. Or did you listen to the sizzle call? Yeah, I listened to that sizzle call. Man, I'll tell you what, after listening to that sizzle call, what is your interest level to find out more, or whatever it is that you say? But the thing about it is that expert that you get on the line for that 3-way conversation, oh my goodness, it speaks volumes. And when you do it the right way, and you know, I know everybody has been told and has shared with their teams, you know, how to do the 3-way conversation. You know, you get somebody on the phone, you know, so I get a prospect on the line and I say, hold on, let me give one of my upline business partners a call. So I call Dave Struckman and I say, hey, Bob, I've got Mr. Struckman on the line. Mr. Struckman is like a senior partner in this business. He knows everything about this business, man. He can answer all your questions. Well, we're not supposed to talk about money, but yes, he's making a lot of money. He is at the top of the chain of income, and he loves to help a lot of people, and he loves to have fun. I mean, this guy here, Mr. Struckman, is like the man, and he's very busy. I'm glad that he came on the line. Let me let you talk to Mr. Struckman. Then mute your phone. Don't say a word. Let Mr. Struckman talk to your prospect, because he'll lead him down that path that the prospect and you want the prospect to go. And at the end of that conversation, a couple of things should happen. 1, your prospect should be signing up for a free goal savings account. 2, you should have identified which package they want, if they're ready to get a package right now, or what that timing looks like. 3, you should be preparing to KYC them. And according to Nadine, KYC them twice.
What's that mean, Roger? I mean, what is it? You know, people, when you just said that, they go, KYC them twice? Yeah, know your customer, right? So I don't know, Roger. Let me see if you can remember what it means.
You know, I'm sad about that, because I came in on the tail end of your explanation. But what I believe it means is that you make sure that they get their documents in to the corporation, and you make sure that they know everybody upline that needs to be known.
And that you know them. So when I had talked about one night, KYC twice, you KYC with IDs and paperwork, that's KYC once.
Right.
KYC twice is where you actually care about the person and say, hey, Roger, it's Nadine. You're a brand new partner in Carrot Bars. I just wanted to say hello to you and get to know you. Or even if it's your own person, and say, gee, Roger, what are your expectations with Carrot Bars? What do you hope to achieve? Hey, I hope you don't mind, but Roger, I'd like to know, what are your goals and dreams? Do you have any big dreams? I mean, I know you're here to save money and gold, protect your family, and probably make a few bucks, but what are your dreams? What do you do for a living? What do you really want to do? See, that's know your customer. So know your customer mentally, right? What they want. A lot of times too, you'll bring someone in, right? And you don't have to do the guesswork by hammering them with emails. And some people don't want to market, guys. 20% of the people in Carrot Bars are going to be marketers that crush it. All the other people are going to be accidental marketers. What's an accidental marketer? They came in to maybe buy free, gold, protect their family, and they just want to tell a few people. They go, I don't really want to market, Nadine. I just want to tell people, a few people I know. And I go, okay, hey, whatever you want to call it, it's fine with me. So get to know your customer, because it's important that you care about them. It's just a couple sentences or a quick conversation about what are your goals, what are your dreams, what do you hope to achieve. They're going to tell you, well, I'm just here because I want to buy a lot of gold. I'm here because I want to save gold. Okay, well, let's get you on auto save. Let me explain that to you. So you do have to know your customer. You got to know your customer twice. One is the IDs, and the other one is have a heart and be a human being. Just ask. And then sometimes when you ask, Dave will witness this. Sometimes, listen, I met a woman, I won't say her name. I have a conversation on the phone one day. I'm doing Know My Customer. She's in my group. Well, evidently, I said, hey, what do you hope to achieve? She tells me her story about her life, Roger. She ends up buying $100,000 worth of gold and brought in 6 VIPs. Oh, and she went VIP exclusive. I didn't expect that, but I reached out and had a conversation with her, and she was just happy that I called, got to know her, and she goes, well, this is what I'm looking to do. And it all happened that day. I was like, whoa. So I think it's important. There's a word I have for it. It's called intimacy. And a lot of you guys think it's between a man and a woman. It's not. Intimacy means into me see. And so intimacy means into me see. You're working with human beings. So you got to build the people that build the business. You might as well get your yapper yapping, have your heart work a little bit, expose your heart, be vulnerable, be friendly. You know what, Roger and Dave? Dave is the friendliest guy on the face of the earth. People are so friendly all over the world. I don't know why anybody is afraid of any human being on the planet. They're all pretty nice because we're all made in some likeness from somebody somewhere, whatever you want to call it. We all have a lot in common. Sun, moon, earth, stars. I'm not being hokey pokey and all that, and I don't eat granola and I don't hug trees or anything. And good for you if you do. But if you think about it, guys, we're all brothers and sisters, and you got to start really thinking like that, and you're helping save a lot of people. So I really didn't want to talk tonight. I wanted Kem Lutz to come on. I'm so excited about Kem, but I guess we can't find you tonight. Hopefully we'll do it next week. But that was what I had
to talk a little bit about accountability. You were talking about at the beginning on KYC and twice. Britt Gober did a 9-minute video, and in that video he talks about the accountability factor of you laying out your expectations to the prospect. I want you to do this in your first 3 days, and we always tell people go through the getting started checklist. On carrotgoldmine.com. That's your first assignment. And you get a brand new person. You do not want them to blow up their warm market with the stick of dynamite. And that's how I kind of word it, because that's what they do. They walk out there and go blah, 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 blah. And pretty soon, kaboom. They all ran, and they're nodding their head. Yeah, sounds good as they're headed the other way. Okay. If you don't want to be a member of the NFL club, no friends left, you want to go ahead and do it correctly. Get all your people so they don't, right when they come in, right when they buy their package, do not approach anybody until, especially your call, the psychology of warm market. That call teaches a third-person approach and how people don't get run off. It's not about you. It's about what Carrot Bars is. So I wanted to put that out there. The accountability factor, the fact that you're holding your person accountable for, number one, going through the getting started checklist. And number two, think about what I'm going to say. I talked to a gentleman, and Roger, you're going to relate to this. And the guy's been around, I don't know, a couple of years in Carrot Bars, and it's what I call a wake-up call. And you're letting the person that's been around and maybe hasn't looked at it for a year. I mean, this guy's got 158,000 units on one leg, okay? So it was a week, and he's watching. So Twanzel, how you doing? So the bottom line is that, that's his name, not his last name. Anyway, Twanzel, we were probably on the phone an hour. And what I'm doing is getting him re-plugged into a streamlined system that he didn't even really know too much about. It's working like it's just going around and around and around. And this guy is going to rip it up. He's not back. He's back with capital letters in a big way, with a newfound desire. So basically, the timing is perfect. And he kind of asked me, would you say that a sleeping giant had just woke up? And I went, oh yeah, this is Carrot Bars. So folks, if you're listening to me, whether you're brand new or been in for a while or not, please communicate via email, text, or text is the best way, or phone to other people that you brought in. Don't walk away. Just don't let them come in and buy their product once. And people don't care what you know until they know you care.
Dave, I want to give you kudos for something. Dave and I were on the phone many months ago, and we were talking, and Dave said, every member matters. Now, you know, sometimes Dave is a blessing, sometimes he's a curse, right? And because I have to be accountable to him. I don't know why he's never accountable to me. Well, sometimes you're accountable to me, but most of the time, it's like he's making me accountable. And you know what he does, and you've really perfected it. All right, Nadine, I want you to call everybody in your group. I said, what? I can't call everybody in my group, Nadine. I go, I just called them all. He goes, that was 3 months ago. Call everybody, get their phone, and look at, I mean, this is so funny. I'm like, all right. I mean, this is the truth. I'm like, okay, this is so-and-so's group. Look at, it's manual. I had to write their names down, and I'm like, oh. But see, this is what it takes. And Dave, you are brilliant, because I always tell everybody you're the most brilliant marketer in the world. I wouldn't have made all that money with you many, many years ago if I hadn't have been with you and what you taught me. So the thing is, the fortune is in the follow-up. Sometimes I don't want to work. Don't you feel like that? I don't want to do carrot bars today. It's sunny out. I'm at the pool. You know, I want to go shopping. They just opened a new Marshall's down the street. I love Marshall's. You know, and sometimes you get in that mood, don't you guys? And that's okay, being a human being. So it is good to be accountable, because then all of a sudden you go, oh, I can't believe it. I had this conversation with this person. I don't even know who they are. They're under so-and-so, who's under so-and-so. Dave knows how to stimulate everybody. Send an email. When he sends an email out, he says, send this to all your personals, and your personals, send it to your personals. And you know what? Make phone calls. Keep getting the phone numbers. Pick up the phone. So Dave, it really, really does work, because it's really showing that every member matters. Reaching out. Because some people, you know what they do. They bring in a couple people and then weigh you down. You don't know where they are, and they slack. They don't, you know, and then you go to call them. You've done it many times. And you say, hi, my name's Dave. Just want to give you a call. You know, I don't know who you are, but you were brought in a couple months ago. And what do they say to you? Yeah, they felt that I don't know anything. Haven't been through the getting started checklist. Don't even know about auto save. So really, guys, your existing customer base is a gold mine. No pun.
Absolutely.
No pun intended.
It's better than a gold. I just got to say, it's better than a gold mine. And when you don't connect with the people in the group, and you're quiet, you say, I'll kick back, somebody else will take care of it. They just sit back and go, I knew it. This is a scam. I just lost my money. They don't know what's going on. You connect connect them to the training website. Connect them to the calls. Connect them to this webcast, 90DaysToFreedom.net. A lot of people don't even know it. It moved up to 9 p.m. from 10 p.m. and it's Tuesday and Saturday. But Ty Best, who's one of the most awesome trainers in the entire company, is running with Thursday night and just ripping this up. How would you know that if you don't go get it out to your people? Get the news out to your people. Communicate.
I want to bring up is there's 3 things that a prospect wants to know. So let's pretend you're on the phone with a prospect. Now, this is not me inventing this. This is an industry statistic. Is this real? So you're on the phone and you're facilitating your prospect through the Carrot Bars system. All right, just keep your mouth shut and facilitate them through the links. It's that easy. But the whole time, is this real? That's number 1. Can I do this? Do I see myself doing this? Yeah, this is pretty easy. This is an easy system. And are there people there to help me?
Right.
So those are the 3 things statistically a prospect's looking at. So with the testimony list or the 3-way list, they see, oh, there's lots of people to help me. They see that we have chat rooms. So they go, oh, I kind of get it. They know it's real. We've kind of been through that. But the most important thing is, are there people there to help me? You have to show them that. That will close somebody, Dave, sometimes without even closing them. Show them those 3 things. It's a duplicatable system, right? I can do this. Now, Dave, you used to say it when back in the day, after you have a prospect on the phone, you'd say, now, can you do what I did? Can you give people these 3 links and facilitate them to your senior partner? They go, yeah, it's that easy. So it is that important. Remember, is it real? Can I do this? And are there people there to help me? That's what the prospect is thinking in their head. Make sure you address it as you facilitate them through.
And that's strong information you just gave out. And basically, the biggest mistake that people make, they maybe don't go through the getting started checklist and they try to sell. no, I just love this program. It's about saving gold. Pretty soon, blah, blah, blah. They've lost the person. If you keep it down to just one question, and you don't answer anything until they've been to the 8-minute introduction video. Let the video do the work. It does a much better job than you could do, or I could do, or Nadine does. And that way, it's not about you. It's about what Carrot Bars is offering, not what you are offering and saying to the person. So quit it. And I know people get in, they're brand new, they get excited, they can't help it, right?
Yeah, but hey, Dave, this is Nadine. Listen, I just got involved in this gold business. It's a gold business out of Stuttgart, Germany. I want to know, are you interested? I mean, you just can't do that. It's really this simple. This is what I do. Okay, you always can use a third-party approach, but has anybody facilitated you through to the new global economy yet, Dave? No? Well, I guess what? I know someone, all right, who's a global economist, and he's helping a lot of us. You see, even I, at this stage in my life, use a third-party approach. I use the global economists and strategists to sell Carrot Bars. That's easy. That's like, hate to say it, that's like shooting fish in the barrel. If you can't see what's going on in the economy, pretty easy to do Carrot Bars right now. I mean, think about it, guys. Susan Sprouse, she shows a problem. Remember, Dave, you taught me, you don't know what you don't know until you know. Well, when you put that call in front of somebody via email or text or on an 800 link number, no matter how they want to listen, they go, wow, I didn't know what I didn't know until I knew. Now that you know the problem, we have a free solution. It's free to listen, and it's free to help yourself. And guess what? Then they go to the 7-minute overview on your URL. And then they go, I'm pretty excited. Great. Now we're going to go through how you make the compensation plan. And then if we have to, we give them the pricing of gold. All right. Those are the links that you actually use all the time.
And there's a brand new couple links on carrotgoldmine.com. We've got Tony Mosak that just got the introduction comp plan down to 9 minutes. So it's a short one. Doesn't cover the power leg momentum strategy or the taproot system of going back and forth and building 2 legs at once. What it covers is how you make the commissions and how you get the dual payouts. And it covers the pricing, the products, and all that. I want to thank Tony Mosak. That should be up on the website this afternoon. We also have testimonies and the important links. That's up there right now, the videos, if you haven't been over there. And the whole front page of the entire website is being redesigned, and it's going to be different starting Monday. So I'm excited about that too.
Yeah. So, need to know versus nice to know is important too, because that's a lot of stuff that we teach every Monday through Thursday. We give them enough information that they need to know to make an informed, educated decision. All the nice to know stuff that you think you needed, like, because there are some people that, paralysis of analysis, just give them enough information need to know. Now, one of the reasons why we do like a 7-minute, we like an 8-minute, statistically, you can Google it on the internet, the average human being has an attention span of maximum 10 minutes at a time, because it's a McDonald's society. So actually, you're going to do very well. And actually, I can't wait till Kem comes on next week, because Kem was doing the 20-minute one, and then all of a sudden has had great success with the 7-minute one. So we'd like to talk about that next week, but we could do that next week then. They have something to look forward to.
That sounds good. I want to address one more thing while we're still live here. Michael Dalco, one of the regional success trainers, got a huge group underneath Ty Best. He did a video last week, and on it he covered a thing called cross recruiting. And I watched it. It was amazing. Jonah Stout put it up in the training website. I looked at it, watched it, and I'm just going to say this. With that 3-way list, it's from all these different teams. It's these leaders of teams. We're all as one. So you know what? You get your hand in the cookie jar trying to take somebody else, everybody's going to slap your hand at the same time. Just doesn't happen. And Cheryl Ann Gober put this dream and prayer and vision together over a year ago of everybody in Carrot Bars coming together with really one team, one mission, one vision on the way to 1 million. That's all of us together. Do you know how strong we are as one? As one united team? No one's gonna breach that in any way, whether it's cross recruiting or doing things differently than anybody else. We all do things the same, and it's not just this team, and this team. It is one team. And so I want to end that call with that, Nadine and Roger, and turn it back to you guys.
Well, Dave and Nadine, let me say this. You guys have just poured out a wealth of information tonight. And I hope everybody out there is grasping this, because I'm telling you, the big picture here is relationship, connecting, and helping others to win. I mean, we have the winning formula, the strategy, the system, the people, the product, and in the heart of Herald Sites, we want to help the people. And my goodness, Nadine and Dave, what a phenomenal dissertation you all brought forth tonight. And I just really hope everybody out there was taking various copious notes, because let me tell you, that information is absolutely astounding. And you know what? I'm going back to basics myself. And guess what? I finally found Kem Lutz, and looks like it is female, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I need to hear from Kem Lutz.
We got to hear from Kem. Come on, Kem.
Hey, Kem, I just unmuted your audio. I don't know if your video.
Hey there. Hello, everybody. I am so sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you fine.
I've been listening to all your talk on audio, but I can't get the video up. And I have been driving around the neighborhood, desperately trying to get on. And I finally got at least the audio on, but I don't know what happened. So next week I'll practice, if you'll bear with me. Excellent information, though. I love listening to you guys, because it's so true. The basics.
Kem, we're just all going to pretend we can see you, because we can hear you loud and clear. I want. And first off, I heard about you, from Ed Fulford. He talked about you. Ed Fulford is a gentleman that was brought in out of Wilson, North Carolina, that brought a lot of people in. But when I first heard about you, I had heard that you had been another company. I think it was called Shackley, and did 8 cars 8 years in a row. And I was going, who is it? And you know what? We can see you now. Just lower the lid. Lower the lid. Lower the lid. Lower it. There we go.
Okay.
So Kem, I want to ask you to tell us a little bit about yourself and what's going on. I know you're hitting gold director probably by tomorrow morning, because you've already got the volume. You've had over 6 figures in gold purchased through your group this month. I want to congratulate you and recognize Ed Fulford's leadership. You work very closely with them. And come on out and talk about what you do and how you do it.
Well, I have been blessed by these leaders. I'll tell you, I've always said that I grew up around saints, and I totally believe that, because I have been blessed to see Ed Fulford in action for years. And he told me, he said, man, this company, you can make money. And he kept telling me, come on, just join this team. And so watching him work, watching him care about people, watching Dave Struckman and watching how he can he goes right to the heart of the matter, asks the right questions at the right time. And I love it. I just love to watch how he pours himself into training. Nadine pours herself into training. But I really, the thing that I've done the most, I guess, the thing that's the heart of the matter is just loving people, wanting to help people. And I watch that from all you guys. I watched my leaders go. And there's a long list of them that I'd like to hopefully get a chance to tell you who and what and how they help. But loving people, knowing what they want to do with themselves and how they want to live their lives, not how they want to live my life, what they want to do for me, but what do they want to do for themselves and other people. So I really work on that. I work on the idea that everybody needs money to do what they want to do. So I keep drawing their dream out of them so that they will listen and begin to dream again and begin to believe they can dream again. That's a big thing. And then from each of these people that I've met over the last months, I draw out something. I learned from Brian Cromley how to do a PGR and how to get people saving gold. I've learned from Nitsa some training tools and watched how she's so organized in things. I watch how the biggest thing, I guess, really is to know, and I want to go into this sometime, if you don't mind, Dave, because I know that we're short on time tonight.
No, go ahead.
I see this as a puzzle. Okay, I see this as a puzzle piece. We're a big, big puzzle, and all of us fit together. We can't do it without each other, because when you have Dave in there interviewing the best of the best and being humble enough to bring people on and give them the stage. That's huge. And stars are born on that stage. So he's not only introduced, of course, the t-shirt because he's entrepreneurial, but he's also brought on people that can do things. And so he trains us that way. We're always looking for the gold inside of people. We've watched different, we've watched the Brian Kralmas, but we watched, first of all, Cheryl Ann Gober sacrificing her life and really giving her life to help us with a group of people. And I see it as a big puzzle. She's the edges of the puzzle. She sets this puzzle all in place, gives us our parameters, gives us the guidelines of what we can and cannot do. Once she gets that going, the puzzle she actually shaped was in the shape of a heart. All of us. I haven't met anybody yet. Howard Olson trains with all of his heart. He pours himself into this business. Brett Gover, Cheryl Ann's husband, just has such a kind, practical, professional way of presenting the business to us. And he pours his heart into it. He wants to help people. So inside of this heart, we each fit together as puzzle pieces. Sometimes people are trying to dissuade one another from being who they are. They want Dave to be like somebody else. They want Cheryl Ann to be like somebody else. Who's going to be Dave if Dave's like somebody else? Who's going to be Cheryl Ann if Cheryl Ann's like somebody else? Appreciate the differences that we have in these groups because each one of us is so precious and has so much to offer to the group. So as you're saying, we're all one, we're all going in the same direction. Let's appreciate the values that have been given to us. The international pushes that come from these people that are doing international markets. Amazing. They inspire us and they move us along. But don't try to make anybody like you. Just be the best of who you are and let everybody be who the best they are. And often look at a puzzle piece. You stop and think about it. If somebody cut an edge off that puzzle piece, it wouldn't fit in the puzzle. It would make the puzzle look crazy. If somebody kind of gets quiet and doesn't use all their abilities, they would lighten a place on a puzzle. I had my children put a puzzle together, a 500-piece puzzle, a couple years ago for Christmas, just to draw us together as a family and to appreciate how much we can give. They got so involved in that puzzle. They tried so hard to help each other and to fit it together. And some of them put the edges together, some put the centers, some of them worked on the pastel colors, other ones on the bright colors. It took us all. But you know, right at the end, there was a puzzle piece missing. And there was a really big hole in that puzzle. 500 pieces, we had 499 pieces. And there was a puzzle piece missing. Please, to everyone on this call, don't be anybody else. Don't be afraid of who you are. Become everything who you are because we need you and your gifts. That's why God created this whole business that we have, because he wants all of us standing on stage with our gifts, not anybody else's. I know we all so appreciated when Nadine gave her whole heart and soul on stage, and nobody can do it like her. But there are other gifts that came up on stage this year that were just phenomenal. Every one of us doing our thing and looking not to say, oh, I don't like the way so-and-so does it. Forget that. Why would you waste any moment of your time speaking about someone else other than to say, I really like the way they do something? Always appreciate the other people. Always tell why they're so good and how good they are. Why waste your air? Why waste your time talking negatively about the business or anything else? As Britt says so well, we have this business, we're paid on time, we have the best kind of a product you'll possibly have. We have an organization, a website that's absolutely gorgeous, and we have it all. Why do we want to waste our time with anything but lifting each other up and telling each other how good they are, and let's go for the top? And thank you, and I'm sorry I'm so late.
That was great, Kem. I have to say,
That's awesome. Oh my God.
And one of the things that I got out of what you were saying, Kem, is why you're so successful. You're successful because you love the human race. You take the
That's
time
right.
to KYC twice. And that's the secret, right? Is talking
Oh,
to
very good.
You're awesome. I
Very
love you. We love you,
I
Kem.
love you too. I love you too, Nadine. I'll tell you, all you guys, it's so amazing to watch the beautiful gifts everybody has. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kem, for being on this call. And I know that we wished Ed Fulford could have made it. He did not. He's basically the one that introduced you to it
Yes.
and introduced me to you.
Tremendous.
He's awesome. Ed is one of a kind. And we'll see if we can get him out here next
It's
weekend.
amazing.
Anyway, we appreciate you being here. I know it was hard for you to get on, but you did.
I did it. I couldn't believe it.
And Kim keeps me busy, Nadine. In fact, actually my son too, because he processes gold orders and helps bring people in.
Oh, wonderful.
And we're like one family. So I just wanted to say it's so awesome to have her out here in front of everybody to share her gift for loving everybody else with all of us. It's awesome.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Wow. Yeah, Eddie and you guys are inspirations. I just want to be as good as you guys are.
Oh,
I just want to tell a little bit. I'm going to be a tattletale, you know.
What's that?
And, we were in Nashville. And,
Yes, we were.
Okay, so we have a day off. All right, we have a day off. Oh, it's Sunday, and now the Patriots are in the playoff. Hey, I'm from Boston, everybody. The Patriots are playing who? Who are they playing, Kem?
The Broncos. Peyton Manning is who they were playing. That's who they were playing.
I got to tell you what Kem was doing.
I left my wine back at the restaurant, so you can tell them.
You had Joe. You were in the lobby. Nobody was there. And I was behind the bar. There was no bartender. You know, I mean, we're just messing around. And I got to tell you something. All afternoon, they stayed in that lobby. Thank goodness the game was on. And Kem
Yes.
and Ed enrolled VIP after VIP after VIP. And I go, yeah, we're going to go to the game because we want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings and we want to do the whole sports thing. And Dave goes, Kem's got me working. Kem in it. And I was like, unbelievable all day long. And you know what? Good for you. Seize the moment. You had guests there. And
That was in Nashville. And I'm telling you, from like the crack of dawn, she had Coach Joey out there. He was Sue, and
Coach Joey's
lined
awesome.
up like one after another after another.
Oh,
People were looking, going, "Who is that person?" And they were looking at you, Kem.
Oh, it's so much. I'll tell you, it's so much fun because, you know, like Joey doesn't get a thing from what we do, but the heart, it's just amazing to watch the heart of people. He worked all day, wanted to be at that game so bad, but he was just still putting them in.
He put the game aside. He just kept on working, and I kept on going, "How close are you?" He goes, "Don't talk to me. You see, I'm working." You know, and I said, "Okay." And I want to say, Coach Joy, you're talking about his heart correctly. He does a live prospecting call every Wednesday,
Yes.
and he just lets people listen in as he does his thing and brings VIP after VIP in. So,
I have a question from Tim in the chat. How do we get the list of our business partners for the three-way call list?
okay, anyone that wants to get the three-way call list, you have to track me down. I'm pretty easy to track down. Just my email address is freedom, one word, freedom 0444. So freedom 0444 at gmail.com. And here's what I need: a paragraph, not a book. I don't need to know your why. Save that for the three-way, please. And I'm not trying to be rude, but I get lots of whys. And just give us your background. Like if I've got a chiropractor on the phone and I'm going to want to get another chiropractor on the phone,
Right.
It makes it easy just for a couple minutes. And Kem, this was your brainchild, so maybe you can answer this because you know this, you designed this.
Give me your email again so I can put it in the chat.
Freedom 0444 at gmail.com. And all we need is your availability, your full name, and just one paragraph of your background, you know,
Right.
so people can match up. And this is an awesome list because all of a sudden we got
Absolutely.
third three-way is going to be your Q&A, the closer or the question and answer person. So I'm on the list. You got Coach Bobby G on the list. You got all kinds of gold directors, Susan Sprouse, all kinds of people. You're going to be what? This is like, it's like the list that you need to have to bring a lot of people in. So it's available to everybody. I told Rashard Duncan about it the other day. He goes, that's brilliant. I said, I didn't do it. Kim did it, Kem Lutz. But we're going to make sure it's gone viral. It's gone out there.
So good. It's amazing when you can put an idea out and the team picks it up and somebody else develops it. You don't have to do it all yourself. It's like I could not do what I'm doing if Dave and Tony weren't there, if Coach Joy wasn't there. There's no way I could do it. But everybody's helping everybody using their gifts, what they're good.
Yep. Thank you. And with that said, we've gone past our time. Kim, thank you so much for being here and giving us, just giving your heart to us. Nadine, as always, great. And I'm not going to bug you and make you accountable on Mother's Day, just so you know, you're good. Kim, same with you. And I want to turn this back to Roger Williams and have him put a bow on this for us. Okay, Roger?
Okay, thank you.
Wow, what a phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal evening this has been with Dave and Nadine and Kem Lutz. Oh my God, Kim. My God. So Kim, tell us where exactly in the world are you hanging out right now?
Actually, I'm sitting in my office, which is my bed in my little apartment in North Carolina. I normally just kind of hang out here on the phone and watching and doing videos and things. That's where I am. I'm in Wilson, North Carolina, but I travel about 3 weeks out of the month. So
I'll tell you what, Kim, I would travel with you any day of the week. You have such a wonderful spirit, and your success is the reason for your success is because of your great spirit and your love for people. I really appreciate that. It was so, oh God, so heartfelt just hearing your words and hearing your heart. Very good. I want to invite everyone out there to take a listen to the replay. Look at the replay. It is being recorded. Look at the replay.
Yes.
When you get a moment and just really digest and process everything that was said tonight, because I'm telling you, this was a wealth of information.
Yes, it was. Mm-hmm.
So you know what? We never really want to let go, but we got to go. So just want to remind you, 90 Days to Freedom every Tuesday. Oh, that's right. Stay focused. Stay focused on everything that you have heard and learned. And remember, Harold Seitz said, gold is money. But 90 Days to Freedom every Tuesday and Saturday is now 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And for a virtual private gold reception with Mr. Ty Best, every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time at Gold Info. Wow. This has been a phenomenal evening. Thank you on behalf of Dr. China Bethley, Dave, and Nadine, and Kim. I want to give you all the best. And
thank you.
Yes, happy Mother's Day to every woman that is a mother, that has mothered someone. And I'm sure even if you have not born children, I know you've helped somebody's life. And we salute you for that. Happy Mother's Day all around the world. And hey, you know what? Let's keep on helping people. Let's keep on going for gold. All right.
Let's make some history tonight. The child inside is wild. Let's make this moment come to life. The time is on our side. Don't know what's up ahead, it's only high and low. Picture it in your head, nothing's impossible. We're gonna make it now, we're gonna leave our mark. Let's take a shot in the dark. Ready, set, go, for gold. Chasing every heartbeat, we can feel it starting. Ready, set, go, for gold. Chase it till we own it, living in the moment. Ready, set, Even if we fall and make mistakes, we live, we learn, we change. Gotta keep on going every day, and it will be worth the wait. Don't know what's up ahead, it's only high and low. Picture it in your head, nothing's impossible. We're gonna make it now, we're gonna leave our mark. Let's take a shot in the dark. Ready, set, go for gold. Chasing every heartbeat, we can feel it starting. Ready, set, go for gold. Chase it till we own it, living in the moment. Ready, set, go for gold tonight. Ready, set, go for gold tonight. Ready, set, go for gold. Chasing every heartbeat, we can feel it starting. Ready, set, go for gold. Chase it till we own it, living in the moment. Ready, set, go for gold tonight. Ready, set, go for gold tonight. Ready, set, go for gold tonight. Go for gold. Ready, set, go for gold tonight.